welcome to the first ever episode of the
Fat
Podcast.
Fat Girls.
I thought first ever episode.
But I don't know whether to be like Fat Girls, Fat, or...
Well, FAT stands for pretty,
hot,
and tasty. So there's something behind the acronym. We're not just fat.
But before we go into that, I'm Samira, obviously. If you aren't on my channel, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
And I'm Alex. I am new to the YouTube that is. And and me and Samira, we've been besties for so long, and we were like, you know what? We have such great conversations. Like,
why not fucking talk on the phone?
I know. Like, let's bring it to everyone else. I mean, I feel like people would care.
Of course we're funny. We're funny and we're interesting.
Sometimes. Yes,
Sometimes. I mean, we have our boring days, but then eventually we're the funniest bitches on the planet.
And is it fat girls or is it just fat?
Fat.
Period.
I mean, we are fat girls. But this is the Fat Podcast.
Yes. As the first ever episode, obviously introduction, so you know our names, and also how we met. I mean, everyone loves a good origin story.
Our villain era.
Well, still in it.
I'm out. Sorry.
She's a woman of God. So we met in high school. And we're 25 now.
God. Damn.
I know. And we talked about this earlier, but we just fully understood how long we've actually been friends for.
Yeah.
Right? Like 10 years.
10 years. We met 2013.
I believe, yep. 2013. We were 15.
Freshman year. Yep. OMG. If you saw us in high school, you'd be like, who's that?
Cargo shorts for me all year round and an Aeropostale t-shirt.
Not the Aeropostale. Stop. I was still watching Disney. So, like, you know, Shake It Up, and they would, like...
The sweater over the t-shirt.
They would wear the different colored jeans and the different colored shirt, like orange jeans and purple shorts.
Acid wash.
Yeah, that combat boots.
But you know what? There was something cute about that era, though. You know, it was quirky, silly bands.
Finding yourself, you know, silly bands.
Remember silly bands? Oh my God. Silly bands were I remember, well, they really started for us in middle school, I think. But, you know, people were getting out of their silly band era by the time we were in high school. I remember collecting them.
Do you remember when people would, like, color code them? They'd be like, this code meant something and another.
If you were a silly band girl, let me know.
For real.
I was.
Do you, like, if you remember the coding too, let me know.
I was such a silly band girl. I had the farm animals. I had
then they like started doing like themed, so like Halloween themed.
Yeah.
They would do like Thanksgiving themed, Christmas themed.
It reminds me of Jelly Belly. Do you know the Jelly Belly brand, the jelly beans?
Oh, yeah.
They always had a different theme. They always had like the sour pack, the Halloween pack.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I always want to do that challenge, but like I just don't want to taste grass or crap.
Oh, you're talking about Bamboozled.
Oh, is that different?
No, I think it is the Jelly Belly beans, but it's a game that they made called Bamboozled.
Oh.
So, and it's like you have to like spin the wheel. We should play it one day.
Oh God, I'm scared. There's one that tastes like boogers. And it's like salty.
Expired milk. I live for it.
Ew, what?
So, you know, we met in high school. We've known each other for so long. High school was a ride. I'm pretty sure it is for everyone. And it's formative years. You know, you kind of fall into like your mindset in a way for life, kind of.
Yeah.
But you never know. Be honest, because of our friendship, you never know who's gonna stay your friend.
True.
You know, it's so weird because you'll have your like little clique in high school, right? And you think that they're your ride or die, you know? And we didn't hang out every day. We didn't hang out.
We had groups of friends that were for different things.
Right.
Like to walk home, you'd have your group of friends.
Right.
To come to school, you'd have your group of friends. For lunchtime, you had that group of friends.
But there's no way of knowing, like, I wasn't sitting in class going, oh my God, I'm gonna know you in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, it's crazy to look back at that time. Would our friendship be any different if we knew it was going to last 10 years.
Probably, because then we'll probably have more falling outs because we would expect more. You know what I mean? And we would probably be like, you can't do this because we have to be friends in 10 years.
Oh my God.
And I'll be like, really, bitch? Like, what do you mean?
And and I agree. I think that, we would have had way more falling outs because had we known like, oh, this is going to be my bestie, like, we would have had different requirements for each other. Definitely. Because that's a big thing. Like, we all have standards for our friends, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the idea that we don't have standards for our friends is a lie. Like, we do.
I expect a lot from my friends because I give what I expect.
Exactly. We were just talking about that yesterday.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
So funny.
I feel the same way. I feel like when you have a friend who doesn't understand that, though,
it's frustrating.
Yeah,
it
because
is.
you love them and you care about them, but they don't have the same what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the same kind of desire to be as close with you as you are with them, obviously.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I think that creates a real hurt on the friendship.
See, me, I've had my fair share of, like, I don't like calling friends bad friends because obviously they were good to me at one point. But, like, I've had my fair share of, I don't know what to call it, like, strange friendships.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you know, like I had friends who were too worried about a man to worry about me. I had other friends who only cared about themselves and only talked about themselves when we were having conversations. Like, I hate that. That gives high school. I think looking back, 10 years, right? If you still have a friend who only centers themselves. God, that is so annoying.
It's like, did your mom and dad not hold you?
Ooh.
But I think like part of being in a friendship, it's a give and take, right? And I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that people think that friendships are supposed to be perfect, or some people think that. Some people think like, oh, like we're friends, everything is good. When something bad happens, like we're not friends. Like
that's how I used to think. I'm not gonna lie.
But people do like think like that. They think it's so absolute. Like our first fight, we're done. That's it. We're done.
But you're giving the man a whole million and other chances, like Gorala.
And it's so like important to have those standards for your friends. Like have boundaries. Have expectations. Like, hey, you're gonna be my friend. Like. So if you're going through something in life, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, I'm going to let you know, like, hey, this is what I think, and you need to receive that well, because I'm your friend.
Period.
And if you don't receive that well, then you have an underlying issue.
Like, is it crack?
Because if you can't take the advice your true friend is giving you, it means there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Because at the end, like, okay, we've had our share of, like, back and forths, right? Don't be playing me. Don't play me. We've had our fair share of back and forths, but I noticed that it gets to a point for both of us where we're like, okay, this is what you did. Or, okay, this is how I feel. And then we hash it out. You say your side, I say my side. And because we are true friends, we understand each other's side.
One thing is, don't ever be afraid to tell your friend something that you feel. Yeah. Because if they feel some way about how you feel, like, what the hell?
Right. Can you imagine, like, things going unspoken? Like, if you have things that are unspoken, that's just, like, underlying...
You start hating them for a while,
like, yeah. You have such resentment towards your friend for that. And I think, like, a lot of people are really nice and they're not confrontational. So I understand that. I understand that people are not confrontational. However... I think with certain situations, you need to make an exception, because you're going to be miserable if you leave things unspoken. Yeah. And
I'm not going to lie, I've done that too. Like when I'm feeling some sort of way.
But that's why we can speak on it, because we've done it. We both have done it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like part of the strength of our friendship is that we knew each other in our youth, and we knew the childish shit.
I knew the blonde Alex.
Right.
What other color did you dye your hair?
Blonde, black. I I did blue. No, I did purple at one point. Not in high school though.
Oh.
Not in high school. After high school, but I did purple. I actually matched with a friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was.
It's like a bracelet.
But permanent damage to my hair.
Box dye, like.
Yeah, high school was a time.
It was a time.
It was a time.
Prom was a time, and graduation was a time too.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you sitting in graduation?
Graduation, yeah, I was in the front row.
You were in the front row?
I was, yeah. I was right next to Amanda, my now future sister-in-law.
Love that. Show them the ring, bitch. Show them the ring. Oh, bling, bling.
Yes, I have a fiance. We've been together for 6 years. He's the love of my life. But this isn't about him. So, nobody wants to hear about my happiness.
I'm screaming.
Oh my God.
I was sitting more in the middle.
Okay.
I was next to Kamara. Hi, Kamara, if you ever see this. But yeah, I was
Shout
sitting
out to
next to Kamara. The entire time, we were like, it's so motherfucking hot.
It is. It was.
And the mayor or whatever the hell came and talked for hours. The mayor.
I was in the front row. I had no idea who was talking. I was just focused on getting my diploma. It was so funny because I was wearing
What?
Nike high tops with really high socks.
Oh.
And
what a fashion statement.
my graduation gown. And so all you saw was my shoes.
Oh, wow.
Socks.
Girl. Why?
And I didn't play sports at the time. So it wasn't like, there wasn't even a reason. Like, you know how you have a reason, like, oh, like I wear high socks because I'm sporty like that. No.
Fraud.
And then when I got my diploma, my whole family, which was like, I think 8 of them, screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm like, there are the Puerto Ricans.
I wish. My family said, I mean, I think they cheered, but they weren't loud. And my boyfriend at the time was there, but then he dipped.
Like before he saw you?
No, before the graduation ended. Like,
did you see him after the graduation?
No.
Like, so
I
why
did
did
not.
he come? Did you take pictures with him at least?
No.
What the?
He took a video, because I saw on a Snapchat, because that's when Snapchat was popping at the time. He took a video saying, supporting my baby, and then
Didn't support his baby.
texted me saying I had to go. I said, okay.
Like what? What's
What
the
was the
point of
plan?
going to a graduation if you're not going to take pictures after? Like what? Well.
We had reservations after. That's what we had. Me and my family.
Oh, okay.
No, my man.
Where'd you go?
It was right by the mall. What was that?
We're from Stamford, by the way. We're
Yeah.
from Stamford, Connecticut. Shout out to anyone in Stamford who's watching this. And okay, no. Like half shout out.
Right, because Stanford's too goddamn small, okay?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna shout out to everybody because then if you see this and you're like, hey, you shouted me out, I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
Like, no.
So, by the mall, which is a dump, by the way.
It's going to go away in a year, I promise you.
I don't know.
Whatever they're doing with it, please just hurry up.
So, what is a podcast without wine?
Wine break.
Okay, so who are we drinking today?
What is that?
We are drinking Ryer Estate California Red Blend.
Delicious.
It says, our red blend is a bold and rich. Is bold and rich. With flavors of dark fruit balanced by smooth. What the fuck is that? Tannius?
Tannins? Tannins.
It's apparently really good.
It's wine.
We'll just edit that out, please.
Alright.
So I love a red wine. Red wine is my favorite. You know, and you go through phases with alcohol as you get older. Like, I mean, everyone knows this, right? You start with seltzers, you do shots, and you do whatever. And I like a good cocktail, but I think on an everyday basis, a good one glass of red wine.
What was your first drink when you were young?
Margarita.
You had a margarita as your first drink.
No, I'm lying.
You had me high.
My first drink, like, that was like not a party drink. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it was my first real cocktail, I should say.
So that was your first like
Cocktail.
alcohol experience?
No, my first alcohol experience was Twisted Tea.
Oh wow.
Twisted Tea and Hard Mike's Lemonade.
Mine was Ciroc.
Really?
I was at a house party, And like they're like, just help yourself with a drink. I was like, I don't know what the hell to do.
Was it like a mix or was it a shot?
I don't remember, but I do remember it was like a green Ciroc bottle.
Oh, so it was like a mix thing.
Whatever it was, I didn't like it.
Oh shoot!
And you know, Body Party was playing. The girls was on the floor on the guy. I said, "Get me out of here! I don't need to be here.
Get me out of here!" But I kind of want to stay.
Right? I was like, absolutely not.
I think, so yeah, you go through phases with alcohol. I feel like now I'm going to be honest, like, yes, I'm 25 and there are people who are 25 that are out there partying. Shout out to you. But
could never be me.
I can't do the hard liquor anymore, man. It hurts.
I told this to Alex, probably like a year ago. I think I told this a year ago. I don't like hard liquor anymore because I don't go out. I don't social drink anymore.
Right.
I'm sticking to my
And when we
bottles
do,
of
it's
wine.
like one drink or two.
And then when you do, you don't feel good.
No.
I feel
The
gross.
next day especially.
Yeah, like it's just a nasty. Like I feel like I'm getting older. I need to like protect my body a little more. And wine is obviously not the healthiest, but like it's
healthier
than the others. To
I
be
mean,
honest.
a glass of red wine is good for you. It's good for your heart. At least that's what they tell us. And you know, I love red wine. I like it because of all the pairings you can do with it, from cheese to steak, and just the kind of like fluidity of red wine and how many types there are is crazy. I like a white wine too. I like white wine during the summer.
I like a sparkling red wine, something that kind of.
Oh yeah.
I like that better. You know.
Yes, it's like bubbly.
Because white wine can come off a little bitter to me.
This is going to sound kind of gross.
What?
I think part of the reason I like bubbly wine, though, is because it makes you burp. And, like, you're not keeping all that acid in you.
Oh, that's a good way to look at it.
Like, because, like, with anything carbonated, I obviously we burp. And so, like, I don't feel as hungover the next day.
That's true.
I could be reaching.
Maybe.
I'm not a doctor. But I'm just saying, like, it kind of makes sense to me, like, when I think about it.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, guys, as you can see, this is Ralph. What's his name?
Did you just name him
Yeah.
just now?
Yeah. Wally.
You asked me as if, like, I had told you a name. You were like, it's Ralph, right? And I'm like, I don't.
It's Halloween. We're in spirit.
Oktoberfest. I'm wearing my naughty is the new nice Walmart sweater.
Walmart is the shit. That's where I be getting all my moo-moos.
With Jack the Skeleton. That's where I get my moo-moos and you steal them.
I stole one. Okay. Other ones I got at Walmart too. They like have so many.
And we're going to do a moo-moo episode where we're just sitting here in our
Oh my God, are we?
I don't know, we should.
You know I don't be wearing nothing under my moo-moos.
You might have to.
Because, listen.
We're going to get flagged.
They're literally going to be demonetized for that.
Big titty bitch.
Look at her titties hanging out to her knees.
It's giving Medea.
Listen, if y'all know moo-moos and y'all wear moo-moos, join the moo-moo party. That's all I'm going to say.
Glass of wine and a moo-moo, and you're with us.
Period. Cheers to that.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you feel about, like, growing up? Like, now we're 25, quarter of a century.
Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
How are you feeling?
I hate it here. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Bills.
Doctors.
Oh, God. Living life, working.
Well, you said bills.
I said even more bills.
Times 2. Bills squared.
Car problems. House problems.
People problems.
Pet problems.
Friends problems.
Friends problems. But you know what? I always got my family to help me, you know?
Family problems.
Sometimes. How do you feel about growing up? Because, you have your fiance. I be living by myself. I got them 2 little muckers in the house, so.
So, my man and I have been together for 6 years. And, we got together when I was 19. We kind of grew up together in a lot of ways.
Let me just tell the story. I love this.
Oh, my God. No. So I was a manager somewhere, and my partner, who was not with me at the time, obviously, needed a job. and I got him a job at my store, and I then just kind of persuaded him to break up with his man.
Oh my God, homewrecker.
And we ended up dating, and it was amazing. This is a very short version.
Good.
I'm not telling the
Don't
whole
go
story.
into details.
And then 6 years later, here we are. Through the drama, through the people, through the friend drama, through the trials and tribulations, through us being not okay, through, you know, his personal things, my personal things, my demons, his demons, like, you know, we made it through, and we are getting married next year.
Scream, yo man, yo man, yo man.
Thank you to my man.
Period. Well, I'm recently single.
No.
It's okay though.
I can't do this right now.
It's okay. I'm living my greatest life, and I'm here with my friend who brings me through everything. Thank you. It's okay. Shout out to my old man.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you know what though? I think it was a huge learning experience for you though.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
The temptation is there.
It's okay.
Don't you ever just want to go back to him?
Yes. Should I not say that? Never mind. No, I don't.
Well,
F him.
No. So people know he's not a bad person.
He's not a bad person.
Not a bad person. Didn't cheat on you.
Didn't cheat on me. It's just, you know, when men are not menning, when they don't feel like they have the things that a man should,
and when there's not good communication,
it takes a toll on them, and they start blaming themselves and thinking that they're not good enough for you.
Which I understand as a man. Like, I understand the idea that, you know, we want to be stable, we want to provide, we want to be right for our person.
Yeah.
And when we can't do that, it does go to our head. It does make us super anxious, overwhelmed, upset. But, you know, I think in your situation, you are and were at the time doing well. You know, you got your own apartment, you know, you have your own car, you have a good job. It's like, you know, so men won't be jealous, but they're jealous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they
not like
have envy in their
they're
heart.
not actively like, I hate my girl, but they are like.
Hold on before. I don't know if you on Twitter, babes. There is this thread. We got to talk about this.
Okay, tell me.
There is this thread where this guy started on Twitter. It was like, when you start hating your girlfriend. And there are so many men under that thread just saying
like
the things
anonymous?
that they hate. It's not anonymous because they have their own Twitter account.
Wow, man. Wow.
Like, secret boyfriends just venting about their girlfriends at this point. Some are like, when you purposely mess up so she can like break up with you. When she asks, can I call you? And there's a picture of a little boy crying. When it's like, oh, when the girl you want doesn't call you, but the girl you hate calls you. It's like, if y'all hate women so much, go be yourself. Go be with a man. Go be yourself.
Be who you are.
Like, I have to find this thread.
Okay, wait. We can speak on that though.
It's sick.
I feel so. I understand that you may have, and when you've been with somebody for a really long time, there are things that may annoy you about them that you've never noticed before.
I found it, by the way.
And we have to read a couple of these.
I have receipts.
there are things that you obviously can get annoyed with over time with your partner, and that makes sense to me. However, you don't tell the public. You know, like you don't tell the public. Like that's shameful. And also, I understand. You know what I think this is?
What?
You know how they always say men are like not emotional and they're always like kind of like closed off,
Giving poker face
or whatever, but in a way that is emotional in a way. Anyway, that men are not emotional and they give the poker face and they're whatever. Like, I guess they don't have an outlet, so they use Twitter. But that's so petty.
But to do it in a way like that?
That's so petty. And you know something also? Like, if you are dating a girl and she calls you every day to check up on you or to see how you're doing or to love you or to whatever, and you're sending crying emojis and you're like, oh my God, she's calling again. Oh my God, why can't she let me play Call of Duty? Like, it's like, you need to understand, like, even though like parent to child is different, but like partner to partner, you're responsible for that relationship, right? You're responsible for that person. They're responsible for you. There's a certain agreement that you undertake when you agree to date somebody.
Exactly.
And you have a responsibility to that person to see them through their issues, to pick up the phone, even if you're picking up the phone to say, hey, I can't talk right now, let me call you back. That goes a long way than not picking up at all. You know, and also, you know, these girls, like, let's be honest,
needy.
girls, let's be honest,
Needy.
girls, you know, yeah.
We want a lot of things. We want a lot of attention.
But men, you know this. You know what I mean? This is not rocket science. It's like we could go on and on about how women are needy or how they desire, you know, communication with their man. And we could go on and on about that, but the truth is both sides know the truth about each other. Women, you know how men are, and men, you know how women are. And for men to be that low and to go on a social media platform and bash their girl, whether they're dating them or they broke up with them, is something you never, as Nikki says, you never attack the woman. Because at the end of the day, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing
Without us.
without a woman.
You want to go through it now?
Oh, I'm gay, by the way.
Really? Really?
No, but like, you know, I'm over here like hyping women up. It's like, okay, like suck my pussy already.
Yeah, okay. I need to like tell you some of these. Oh my god, it just like went away. I got you. Okay, so it starts with this guy on Twitter, and I'm gonna say your @name because you deserve a handbasket to hell.
It's gonna be right here.
So one is like when you keep messing up on purpose so that she can break up with you, and she keeps forgiving you.
Oh,
Like, huh?
you know what that's giving?
What?
Nothing.
Another one is you'll be having a bad day, and when she hugs you, it becomes worse.
What does that even mean? Why would that?
Like, some of these are just like, are you okay?
Are you gay?
Are you gay?
Are you gay?
Let's see. When you open a text thinking it's from the woman you actually want, but it's from her.
But why? You know what, man? Don't pretend like you're settling. This is another thing.
Right.
You know, men like to sit around saying like, oh, I want the text from her, but I got it from her. And it's like, don't pretend like you're settling, because if the girl you wanted would, if the girl you wanted was supposed to be with you, she would be with you. But clearly, you look busted.
Period.
Okay, like don't. That's why I can't stand like people believe that they deserve something they haven't worked for. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a grass is greener situation. You know, that's really what it is. It's a grass is greener situation. Like when you have a relationship and it's not going that well, and then you meet someone on the street who just tickles you the right way, grass looks greener on the other side.
Maybe it's a man who tickled him the right way. So another one, this is like, I went this entire thread. Like, I'm just sick to my stomach.
This is why you be calling me. This is what you
No, because
should I call him?
Things like this make you think, wow, did this man really think this like this entire time?
The making her mad till she breaks up with me
is insane.
You know, again, I you'll hear me talk about this a lot when we talk about like relationships. Like, it is such a pride thing, man. Pride is one of the worst things on this planet when it's toxic like that. Because, you know, it's like, oh, I don't like it when she tries to be mommy. But it's like, she's being mommy because you're acting like a child.
That's the word.
Okay? Like women, yes, are naturally maternal. And when a woman is around a childish man, you may get her checking up on you.
How about you grow up?
The fact that you're bothered by your woman checking up on you and you call it checking up on you, it means that you are immature, because your woman reaching out to you should be, my honey texted me. It should be like, my girl's making sure I'm okay. All right? Your mother checks up on you. Like,
I got one more though. And this one blew my mind. When you're wondering why you're having such a peaceful day, and it turns out she's giving you the silent treatment.
Do you think
That's so sad. There's other ones, but I just don't want to.
This is the like women. They're naggy, like it's so. The fact that these people are not anonymous, it's just so toxic.
Oh wait, when she thinks you're broke and hits you with we don't have to do expensive dates to meet up. We can just chill, and that's the time you just want her to leave you alone.
When she thinks you're broke, but if she's thinking you're broke, it's because of a dynamic that you set up. Like this is my thing. Like you don't like the way your girls treat you, and it annoys you. Yet you set it up to be that way. I think women and men both have responsibility in a relationship. Everything is both of their faults. There could be more communication. There could be more this. There could be whatever. And but when we start playing the blame game, like our mothers taught us, when you're pointing at someone, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you, right? Because at the end of the day, like you're gonna start blaming your woman for something. But wait, hold on. You're mad because of how she's acting, but what did you do to make her act that way?
What did you do?
Did you not communicate well? Did you give her a reason not to trust you? Were you being vague with her? I mean, being vague with a woman is a mistake. If you're ever like, yeah, like I went somewhere.
Where?
With who? With who? Oh, my mom. Your mom? You don't go nowhere with your damn mom. Wait. All of a sudden, you got 6 cousins? I never heard of them.
Why is half your town your cousin?
That's my cuz. That's my cuz. That's my cuz.
Okay.
Crazy. This must be Alabama because I thought I caught you boning her. But oh my God.
Yeah, that thought was very sad. And a lot of the girls were actually the girls clapped back.
Good.
And the girls on Twitter made when you start hating your boyfriend.
Yes, read that thread.
They were I could just remember it. There were some that were like, "Oh, when he's on top of you while you're and it feels like something's heavy on top of you." But I don't remember that one.
Here's what I think about. Women can do this very well. Acting. Men, I think you should watch what you say because your woman could come out and be like, I was faking it.
That was one too.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's...
I really want to find it, but I'm going to have to search.
But I can't just drag men. I have to drag women a little bit too.
Yeah, we're at fault sometimes. Yeah.
I think women are very emotionally impulsive. You like that?
Yeah, I like that one.
Like because I'm not gonna say women are emotional because
they are, but it's okay.
But that's such a like.
We are.
But what do you call that? That's such a stereotype. I think. When I mean emotionally impulsive, I mean that immediate emotion they feel when something happens. They'll hold on to that for a bit. Mm-hmm. And it actually helps women get through a lot of situations because like if a woman has a gut feeling and she's like he's cheating on me and let's say he's not cheating on you but you go through that whole situation thinking he's cheating on you while you're trying to investigate and it helps you kind of recenter yourself like kind of like okay, I think he's cheating on me. You do your investigation, you're like okay, he's not doing this but he could still be cheating on me, so let me go deeper. And then so it helps them find the truth, I feel. But
that's the thing. We're really smart. We could find anything.
Yeah, I think one of my friends told me that. One of my friends told me. My friend Susie said, that women are more emotionally intelligent as well. Mm-hmm. Like read a room, read a vibe, that kind of thing. And I think men kind of hate that because they can be all burly, brawny to their friends, but who they really are behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of shame in that for men. Yeah. They don't like to look weak, even to their own woman. But it's at the end of the day, you are what you are, like... And
I hate saying, men ain't shit, but some of y'all ain't shit. Right. Some of y'all just ain't it. But, it's... I'm happy you found the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through cheating scandals, we've been through friend scandals, we've been through all these things, and it's been we've had family against us, we've had friends against us, and we just stay, united. Want to know a secret? The secret to the best relationship is any communication you have to do it behind closed doors.
Don't involve your friends.
Do not involve your friends. Only involve your friends when it's a situation that's easily fixable or something that you're at the end of figuring out and you already have your mindset of what you got to do. Because if you are brand new into a situation, you go crying to your friends and they give you their opinion, that can affect the decision you make. And sometimes that's good, but sometimes that's bad.
Oh, wow.
You know, like you don't want your friends, you don't want to look back at your life and say, well, my friends controlled my decision.
You know, I'm quick to screenshot and send.
Yeah, but it's different. I think you like involving me and like showing me what's going on is different than you asking me, what do I do?
I need to learn that.
Yeah, because like asking me like, what do I do? I need to do something. What do I do? And it's like, okay, wait.
Yeah,
You know, what's the situation? What's he doing? What's you doing? Like what, you know, what's going on? Okay, here's how I would handle it.
Alex is my only friend who doesn't tell me what to do. Who instead just suggests that I should do something for myself to fix the problem.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, like you have to realize. I mean, one of the things that we spoke about was like you have to realize that you're very forgiving. Yeah. You're a very forgiving person, and that's an amazing quality to have for the right people.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're going through something with your man and you go to your friends,
other friends,
whatever they say, always remember that's one side. That's one side. Your friends are always going to be on your side. Fuck him, break up with him, he ain't nothing, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what you want to hear all the time. You know, it's actually the last thing you want to hear. You really think about it like girls, when you talk to your girlies or your gays and you ask them for advice, do you really want them to bash the person you're dating? No, you want them to hear you out, to listen to you, to kind of, you know, and formulate a response that helps you move forward in a way that's not them making a decision for you.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, you don't want to break up with someone and then go 5 years from now, well, we broke up because my friend said it was a good idea.
Ugh. Or the ones who be like, I told you so.
Right. Oh my God.
Please stop. Take a sip. Yeah. Please stop.
So, on a lighter note though.
Yeah.
What do you feel, what's your expectation for this podcast?
I expect us to blow the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got a little bit of taste today about what we talk about, how deep we get, and that was only one topic. We can dive into so many others, and I think that you know, for our second episode, we're definitely going to go deeper into drama and
scandals
and you know, life and just things we've been through, trauma even, strange addictions.
Wow. You guys got a taste of us.
Yes.
And that's what we wanted to give you this first episode. Just to introduce ourselves. Make you feel like you're at home with your girls.
Yes. And make sure when you watch this, you really do grab a glass of wine or water, depending on, you know.
A little snack, a little Fig Newton.
Because, and another thing, we want this channel to be something that you guys can chime into. Give us topics to talk about. Give us, you know, help us out. Give us a structure. Give us what do you want to hear two friends talk about?
Exactly.
You know, we've been friends for 10 years. We've seen each other grow up. We have different angles on things, you know, and it's always good to get a fresh perception. So if you're dealing with something, put a comment down below.
Email us even. We can do a what would Samara and Alex do.
And we'll keep you anonymous.
Yeah.
We'll keep you anonymous. We're not gonna at you. We ain't gonna at you unless you're a cheater.
Then you gonna be outed.
Okay? if you cheat on your man and you like, oh, I'm cheating on my man, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be like, Lisa is cheating on her man.
Lisa don't do that.
Lisa, don't be cheating, girl. Don't be cheating. But the person you cheated with, is he fine?
Stop it. And also, this is part of my channel.
Yes.
So if you guys are new, subscribe so you can see vlogs with me and Alex in it, or me and my other friends, or Alex and his other friends as well. And Tune into our podcast. We'll be talking about any and everything.
We'll be traveling. We'll be, different locations sometimes.
Y'all miss Puerto Rico.
Yes. Oh my God. We're going to do a podcast in Puerto Rico in February, hopefully.
Oh, shit.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Also, follow us on our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and that's all I'm giving y'all because y'all need anything else.
And yeah, we know our first episode's a little rough, and so bear with us while we kind of figure out what we're doing and what we're getting into. But I know that part of the podcast world is loving a good startup podcast, loving voices you've never heard before, perceptions you've never heard before. So the name of this episode's got to be Intros and Relationships.
Oh, you ate,
right? Like that?
You ate. Love that.
So we will see you very, very soon. Don't forget to clink the glass and the like button below.
Ooh, I'm just eating.
He's a YouTuber.
We'll see you guys in our next PHAT podcast.
I love you.
Bye, Graz.
Girl, bye.